Man, come on, you already know MMOEXP, the best coin website to get your FC26 coins. Get a huge jump start to your teams. I'm talking Mbappe's, I'm talking some of the best cards in the game, man. META, that's code META for the best cheapest coins. Check first link in description. Also, 8% off, god damn. The Fullbacks tier list, what it do, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We obviously did the midfielders with the cams, we did all of the above. We obviously got the fullbacks and then the center backs alongside the goalkeepers left. Now for the fullbacks, I like to always say, man, with the fullbacks, there's free reign, bro. I feel like this, you can literally use anyone that looks somewhat decent, has decent stats, and it'd be decent for you. You don't really need to be spending too much coins. I feel like in the pro events and stuff, a lot of people were using the likes of, like, obviously Hakimi and Nuno Mendes, just due to the fact that they have, like, you know, increased pace. They catch up to a lot of players, even without like play styles of, like, you know, some don't have like the, you know, jockey animations, etc, etc. They're still very good in game when it comes to like how they are. So not everything's about stats as well, is the main thing. But obviously stats do play a part in terms of roles, in terms of play styles as well, more importantly. But when it comes to also the conventional meta, we all know majority of the time, most of the icons are going to be inevitably S. Now, argue with whoever, but I think we can all agree, like Thuram, Cafu, we've got the likes of Carlos Alberto. I mean, even just judging by their price, makes sense why they're so expensive. Yeah, there's still early stages in the game, so these cards are still very expensive, but if you were to use them, they're going to be absolutely incredible. I mean, I can only imagine how using like Marcelo would be. And people, there's actually a couple of guys, well, one or two, saying, Mike, you haven't really used these cards, how can you say they're good? I just always say it, bro, like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist, bro, to know that Marcelo is going to be placed at S, bro. I mean, someone with 5-star skills, 87 pay, it just doesn't make sense for some people to complain and say, oh, these cards aren't S. It only makes sense. I've been playing the game for so long, so I would exactly know at least where these cards place. And it's also to give you an idea, you know, I am human, I do make mistakes. And also it's just to give you an idea of who to really go and look out for. That's why I do these videos, you know, not necessarily like on a ranking scale, like, oh, just because your card's not at S, he's not good. No, bro, it just means basically like there's some cards that are a little bit better than him. Does that make sense? Or her? So yeah, we are inclusivity in that. We've got obviously card Chawi, very nice card, versatile. Probably one of the only cards that I've placed pretty much everywhere, practically at S, in every position that I've done. I've done the midfielders, I've done the cams, I've done the wingers. She's all in S, bro. I think for the most part, she's absolutely incredible, insane card when it comes to just like doing everything, you know. Now she doesn't really have the physicality, but when it comes to fullbacks, I like to always say have that contrast of like one fullback that has more or less the pace and like very maneuverable, so small, you know, very agile, and then you got your right back that's, or left back, vice versa, you know, that essentially is taller, more like, you know, bodied in that regard, and not too lanky, of course, but still very, very decent. We got man like Jordi Alba as well. A lot of people like this Jordi Alba, and every time I play him, he's insane. Also, the playstyle plus helps him so much in terms of passing. One of the better fullbacks right there, and probably SPCs you'll do. I think in the future, if he gets Evos as well, he's going to be instant S again. So yeah, I'm happy to leave him there. Now, we've got this card, which is not conventionally a right back, but I would definitely say he is getting placed, even both versions of him, at right back, S tier, because when you look at a card like this, right, you're looking at Valverde that pretty much can do everything in the defensive department, right? 4-star weak foot as well, relentless plus, so he's not going to lose any stam. Now he only has 84 acceleration, but in game, bro, I've used him and I've versed him. I must say, I won't lie, I'm not gonna lie and say I've used him a lot of games. I've used him in draft and stuff, but I must say he's the type of card that is that good type of lanky, kind of like Lorente, if that makes sense. Speaking of the devil, do I have him included? I do indeed, and I think that's, for now, will be the last card that I place. Obviously Roberto Carlos can go up as well. We'll obviously situate them at the end of this tier list, in their own like level where they get placed. So obviously higher S is better than lower S. You boys know how it goes right now, and if you don't, you'll get it as I'm going. But yeah, let's jump over to the normal cards. We got Aaron's. Now when it comes to these type of cards, I feel like they just don't really, you know, for me at least, maybe if you're doing like Paulson prison teams, cool, he's got the jockey base, that's fine, decent enough pace split, but he's got 80 reactions, bro. Yeah, for now I'm gonna leave him. I don't think he's anything above A. Also, by the way the tier list is set up, right, it's SABC now, because the power curve that we're in, you know, usually, especially like FC25, at the end of FC25, I had S plus S and then lower tier A, oh sorry, lower tier S, mid S, high S, because of the power curve, you know. So SABC A is like basically the best, but not superior, you know. It's good but not superior. We got B at like in that middle, and then C kind of average. So yeah, hopefully you guys get the deal, because there was actually a couple of people asking what does SABC mean. So yeah, it's pretty standard when it comes to a tier list. We've got Alvaro Carreras, which actually is playing amazing for Real Madrid, that I hear, so at least. He's got obviously the inform 46k, and he's got jockey and intercept base, which if you don't know about that type of playstyles, right, anticipate and intercept is very nice in terms of collecting the ball. Jockey is very good for projection of tackles, so movement from side to side and defending, and he's got very decent stats overall. Obviously not S, but I'm definitely placing him at higher A. I think he's good enough to be there. Same thing with Balde. I think we can all agree is good. He actually has a better version, which we can all agree as well. This specific version, if we can just find it, Alejandro Balde is going to be placed at S. Very nice card, insane. A lot of people are up for him in terms of like the pros. I mean, he's got basically +5 defending, and that gold card was really so good. This one has 94 pace. Yeah, that one I think can damn near even go a little bit higher, bro. Like around there, even next to Jordi Alba, I'm fine with that. Very decent card. We got Araujo, which pretty decent as well. I've versed him actually a couple of times. Nothing crazy, but I'm happy to place at A. He's decent enough. We got man like Alexander-Arnold now. I did say pace is a huge contributing factor to meta always for any position, but Incisive Pass Plus really helps the card a lot in this position. When it comes to just quick tiki-taka football, when it comes to like those through balls, especially from the right flank, you know, whether it be to your right mid that goes on the inside forward cut. But yeah, 88 reactions. I think his pace might just be a little bit of an issue. So for that reason, I'm gonna leave Alexander-Arnold at the top of A. I'm happy with that. We got a man like Brown. I don't think it's justifiable to place a 12k card, especially with long throw plus, like, you know what I mean, at A. Decent in terms of stats and stuff, but come on, 82 reactions, 80 defensive awareness. I'm sorry, bro. He's gonna hold that B. He can actually go just behind Max Aarons. We got Salma Bacha. Salma Bacha. Now, when it comes to being a in Karchawi's shadow, then this is the no, I'm joking, sorry, but I do think someone like Bacha is really good in game. Is she getting that edge to S though? Technical, anticipate, very good playstyles when it comes to, like, you know, being a maneuverable character and like transitional, but 80 reactions, 80 defensive awareness. I don't think she's going to be placed at S. I'm sorry about that. She can definitely be placed though higher A. Definitely a good card, and sometimes I feel like it's more so than stats. Like in game, she's actually pretty decent, but I would even just get gold Karchawi, personally speaking, man. But yeah, speaking of gold cards, no, this is not a gold card. I try to segue there. I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, Cambiaso, 111,000 coins. Now look at the potential that this guy has. Quick step, incisive, jockey, anticipate base with a quick step plus. Very good card in this game, bro. Trust me, he's the type of card that kind of is a better, how could I say, maybe Capdevia. Remember Capdevia in his time when he was so good. For now, I think with a couple of more upgrades, 5-star weak foot as well. You know what? Cambiaso will go S, bro. I'm happy to, in this stage of the game, I'm happy to put it S. Bombasta, I don't think gets the upper edge at S. Very decent card though. I mean, if they're higher A, man, they're very close to S and they're very good. So yeah. Let's see a couple of more cards. Let's see. Let's look at some of the stinkers, bro. I feel maybe Frimpong right now, I feel just lacks the, you know, inclination for defense. He doesn't have that like potency for defense. So yeah, for now I'm leaving there. We've got man like Koundé, bro. Jules Koundé. I don't care what anyone says. Even with his 84 pace, he's very incredible, man. This is the probably the epitome of someone that you don't really need to look out for in terms of stats. He's just going to play insane for you. And I feel like as a right back, he's S, bro. He's pretty much insane. But I do think that he's better for sure. So I will actually go Hakimi and Nuno Mendes. Like that Velvet can stay. We'll go all three Musketeers around there. We got bronze. Obviously, she had the, I think it was last year, right? She had the team of the year, 81,000 coins and Jockey Plus. Man, oh man, Jockey Plus is so overpowered. But I do think it's not so overpowered to the point where she gets S. She's very good though. I'm happy to leave at the top slot of A. Same thing with Scott as well, bro. Like, I think she was very good in the start. I'm talking like 2-3 weeks back. Right now, the E is better. Personally speaking, like Scott is good in terms of like the S, the Jockey Plus. But I feel like there's a little bit better, man, irrespective of the playstyles. So for now, I'm happy to leave her there. We've got James. I think just a little bit too slow for my liking. I'm gonna leave at the bottom of B, or middle of B. Same thing with Calafiori, just a little bit too slow. You could actually say Brown goes one down now that I look at it properly. So yeah, for now I think we're chilling. We've got man like Gold Mendy. Gold Mendy, I feel like he's in that realm of not insane, definitely with Evo potential, decent card. We've got Davies as well, just fast for my liking, decent enough pace and dribbling, but I just feel like there is better, man. So for now, I'm gonna leave him at B. We got Captivia. I think he holds that higher slot of A. He's the type of card that is just more tall, and you don't really need to rely too much on pace for him because he's gonna catch up inevitably. He's got the pace, like somewhat decent pace, and he's got anticipate plus. So in terms of defending, man, I feel like this card as a center back would be ideal, but for now, I don't think he gets that S, you know, to the best or the best. So yeah, we got Elimbi, which is actually, I think she was placed in my best valued video. 11,000 coins. I mean, jockey and anticipate with rapid. Obviously not getting the S, but hey, 90 defensive awareness with 90 stamina. Probably still of the day for this fullbacks list. 100%, man. If you want a card that's pretty much might even just be better than like Salma Bacha and them, bro, I'll say just behind, because Salma Bacha has that like that in-game animations and stuff, with a little bit of better stats overall. But still not completely thrown off, you know. We'll go Scott like that, I think, for now. Trent can definitely go higher. He can hold that top slot. We'll obviously maneuver them when I see fit at the end. But yeah, man like Cole. I think it was a while back I placed Cole. Was it in my defenders list? I placed him at, I think it was A. But because of the playstyle plus, now I know obviously Scott also has the good playstyle plus. He's an icon as well. In-game animations, if you don't know what that is, basically it's like built up iterations of code and stuff that EA don't really like fix. It's kind of like let's say for instance Root Hullet, right, with his physicality. He's got that big, you know, brolic nature in game. That's the type of in-game animation I'm speaking about. So like for Cole, I feel for any icon, they're just gonna be a little bit better than the average card, you know, even the heroes. So for that reason, I feel like Cole, he can get away with getting at S. I think if you add something like a chem style to boost specific agility and balance, I do think he's minimum S. So for now, I'm okay with him being at S, bro. I'll leave him like at the end at least of S. I do think Cambiaso is even better, even with Cole having the S, the jockey plus. So yeah, hopefully I'm making sense right there. We got Kluivert. Don't tell me this is another one of, you know, Patrick Kluivert's, what is it? Children, bro. I swear, is it actually? Wait, I didn't spell it right. Kluivert. I think it actually might be Ruben Kluivert and Justin Kluivert right there. Shout out. It probably is, bro. But yeah, block, anticipate, 82 acceleration. The card looks pretty mid, man. I'm sorry to say. Yeah. With a few more upgrades, maybe Evos, he cannot be too terrible for now. I might even just leave him at the bottom scale of B, bro. I think for now that's fine. We've got Leticia. Obviously, natural position is going to be center back. But as a right back, though, I think she actually might be a little bit better. Now, hear me out. She is not going to be the primary focus, right, when it comes to defense, because you need your two center backs to be a little bit taller. She's 5'7". So as a right back, I feel like she's going to be perfect because she acts as a center back. So she's going to be very insane in terms of getting the ball. She's got jockey as well. I don't think it's anything insane, but the jockey plus is going to help her a lot, and she has a 92 defensive awareness. It's definitely slap something to boost her pace. She's going to be somewhat decent. So for now, I'm happy to leave it a decent enough card. We got Martin. I think this card was very expensive when it came out. Yeah, it's 160k. That's insane. Yeah, people just be spending on anything, but 85 reactions, not complete. I mean, that pace speed looks absolutely incredible. Anticipate base, rapid base as well. 3-star, 3-star though. I'm happy to leave at the highest scale of A. I don't think he's completely terrible, man, but I'd personally just say get in Nuno Mendes, bro, and it'd be better, personally speaking. And I feel like a lot of people can at least agree with that. But yeah, let's see. Kind of want to see. No, we'll go by in order. But yeah, we got McCabe. Also, I always say it, pay close attention to where they get placed on a tier list level. The cards that are at lower A obviously are worse than the higher A. It's not on the same level, you know. Yes, they're in the same tier list level, but it's not on the same, you know, meta, if that makes sense. But this card actually got very nice in-game stats. Bruiser as well, and she's 5'5". Kind of a bit redundant, but oh my days, bro, everything above 80. I feel like this type of card is going to actually surprise you. I'm going to say bottom of A for now. Not completely terrible. I'd actually say Gold Frimpong can also maybe go up. I think he's better than Davies and Mendy. I'm happy with that. I don't think we did completely terrible. McCabe can hold that. We got Salgado Fernandez now. Shout out to some of these cards right here, bro. Salgado, I think it's with the A. Michel Salgado, 297k. Obviously EA adding him, and then I think it was Daniela De Rossi as well. Very nice, man. I feel like this card inevitably is going to be placed on that scale of, because of his in-game stats and the nature that he is, intercept plus, anticipate, quick step base. Now the thing is, people don't ever look at playstyles, right? So at least the people that I know in the comments, bro, because they'll be like, Mike, this pace is not looking great. How can you place him or someone above, like below 85 pace split at S? Bro, he's got quick step, very fast card, and I'm happy to leave at the bottom scale of S. I definitely think the pace is not the best even with the playstyle, but you can definitely add a chem style and it would be insane even with the playstyle as well. Man like Quadrado, I'm happy to place at the higher scale of A. He's decent, but he's a little bit lanks. I use him in my team, and I must say nothing completely crazy, somewhat decent, man. We've got man like the Costa as well. This is, if I'm not mistaken, a lanky card. He's actually better at center back, personally speaking. He's 6'2". He's not a live card at all. But yeah, 99 defending, obviously with the Scream promo. 86 reactions. For the time being though, would I even place him at A? Honestly, I'll place him at A. I think that's okay for now. Yeah, I do think that he's better though, for sure. We got Di Lorenzo. He's good. He's definitely getting higher A. Man like Frimpong, this is a tough one. Because the thing is with this Frimpong card, he's actually better as an attacker. Now why I say this is, low driven base, quick step plus, technical as well. As a defender, like a right back, 77 defensive awareness. I'm sorry, man, I wouldn't really place this man at S because of the defensive awareness. I feel like in-game is going to be absolutely incredible, though. And people will be like, Mike, how do you feel? You haven't used this card. Who cares, bro? Look at the stats. The card looks pretty much insane. I mean, he's got pretty much everything to be backed as an S card. Just the defense. You know, the main primary position is right back for him. I'm gonna leave him at the top of A for now. It's a very tough one. That's actually the one I'm quite kind of on the fence of, bro. Very fast as well, though. You know what? I'll say effort, bro. I'm gonna leave him at S. I feel like that card in game is gonna be insane, irrespective of. I know he has 75 defense. There's gonna be so much people in my comments. No ways, Mike, you're placing a 75 defense at S. Trust me, that card in game separates stats from how they feel. And shut your mouth, bro. Man like Diouf as well. I have him in my team, and I must say, definitely dissipated a lot. The jockey helps him a bit, and obviously his pace is a little bit low. He's got low reactions. The card ain't anything great, but I do think he's a minimum A though. So for now, I'll leave him like around there. You could say just behind Ball there. I think he's perfect. Man like Theo Hernandez, maybe with a few more upgrades, this guy can be something dirty. 14k, and he's got very decent playstyles. Easy on the scale of S though. A lot of people used him, and I must say when I verse him, I don't really struggle that much as I used to struggle against Theo Hernandez. So for now, we'll leave him like around there. So yeah, I'm happy with that. We've got men like Weyer, I think minimum S for sure. Sorry, A. Minimum S is crazy. But yeah, I think like there, he's very fast, very insane defense as well now. So you could even say like that is just behind Theo. She can go up like that, not to S. Let's slow our rolls right there. But yeah, we've got Dumfries. Very nice card. I actually think better than, especially from a scale of Serie A, probably better than like Quadrado. I feel like he's more compact. Even though he's taller, he doesn't feel as lanky. And also he's got like the defense and like physicality to back him, you know. But I don't think he's anything near S though. I'm sorry to say. I'm gonna leave him at A. I just feel like there's some stats that just throw the card off a little bit. You know, if you think Dumfries is S, then yeah, I'm sorry to say you are a little bit biased. So yeah, we've got a couple of cards left. Let's see. Lewis Skelly as a right back. We'll leave him at the bottom of A. We've got... let's see. This card is very irritating, boys. I'm not gonna lie. This Kukurea, every time I play him for some reason, he is absolutely incredible against me. 68k, he's got the jockey base. Maybe that could be the play. But yeah, decent card on paper. I don't really think that card is completely terrible, eh? I'm happy to leave like there. We've got Wesley, I think minimum A for sure. Some cards could go down potentially. Let's go like this. Let's go Lewis Skelly, McCabe. We'll leave Wesley and Frimpong there. I'm happy with that. Maybe Lewis Skelly goes up as a left back though. Let's see. Wait, as a left back, Lewis Skelly. Because if you're looking at it from a scale of like comparison from Frimpong and like Lewis Skelly, like yes, this card is, you know, got decent play styles, obviously maxed out pace. You know what? For now, I'm okay with Lewis Skelly going up. I think he can go like there. Yeah, I think that's fine for now. Some cards got absolutely demoted. Gal like Olivia Dunn, we're gonna leave her at the minimum A. These type of cards, they okay, bro. Like they do their job. There's nothing completely crazy from them, and that's why I don't even really look at the stats and like kind of, you know, analyze it with you, because these cards, it's inevitable gonna be A. Come on, bro. You would never say Dunn is going to like S. So for that reason, yeah. We've got Lam. Let's actually look at Lam's card. I want to really decipher, because Lam in this game, he's got very decent playstyles and very decent defense and very decent dribbling. Because obviously, if you look at it right, he's 5'7", so I think the agility, you know, is a bit redundant. It doesn't matter. He's going to be fast in general. Is this card S though? That's the type of thing that I'm kind of like falling down. Maybe I don't think he's S because of the pace. Do you get me? Like he also doesn't have a pace playstyle. If he had maybe rapid or quick step, then yeah, maybe. For now, I'm gonna leave. Let's go both versions of these cards at A. I'm happy with that, man. I just feel like you can even just get Frimpong that, in my personal opinion, with the insane pace, will be better, bro. Straight up. I think a lot of people can agree with that. So I'm happy to leave him there. We've got man like Grimaldo. I think just a little bit quite slow for me. Not completely bad, but a little bit slow for my liking. He does have the rapid, so he's good with the ball. I feel like he's more of that like flanker on the left. Decent card though. We've got Gunter. When it comes to someone that is a Bundesliga player to like obviously add, he's okay, bro. Rapid, 81, yeah, 70 agility. I'm sorry, bro. Even if you're short at that point, you can hold that, man. I'll actually leave you like around there for now. Calafiori definitely can go up more than I look at it. I just think his pace is a little bit holding him back. There's nothing holding me back. Let's go Kimmich as the very last, I think, Scream card in this. No, there's a couple of left. 150k. This card, in my opinion, is better than Lam. Now, both of them pretty much like you could say the new and old era cards, because, you know, both in obviously Bayern, and then both were right backs. So for the time being, though, insane enough defense, very good stam as well. Very good reactions, and he's got 99 pace. He's got jockey as well. I'm happy to leave Kimmich. Maybe when he gets the, because I think his pace right wasn't great. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think his pace wasn't good when he didn't get the upgrade. Obviously with the Scream promo. But oh my days, he's S, bro. He's at that stage of the game, he's gonna be solid. So yeah, let's go Leguli. I think she's nice to be placed at like middle of like A. Around there, maybe just a little bit higher, maybe. Yeah, there's some cards that need to be placed. I just checked, man, like Captivia, a little bit too down for my liking. Lizarazu definitely higher A. He's decent enough. You can actually say Captivia a little bit better because of the Anticipate Plus. And then Bombasto, I'm happy to leave in between them. Pause. We got Mycon as well, the very last hero. I like Mycon, man. He's always been a solid card in the game, especially since he came out. He's got the Whip Pass Plus, Bruiser Base, 89 sprint speed. Is Mycon really S? Is he really S though? I feel like he's not, man. 85 stam. Nah, I don't think he's S, bro. I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave him though at the top scale of S, of A. So yeah, I'm okay with him being there. We've got Onyabati. Very nice pace, very decent defense as well. Solid card. I'd happily place it like there. Rolfo, 4-star, more of a offensively inclined left back than anything else. I've used her at left back. I wouldn't say anything like crazy, so I'll leave her there for now. We've got man like Zambrotta, the very last icon. Now, when it comes to a fullback, I said there's a lot of leniency, right? With Zambrotta, he's gonna obviously play better than what his stats is and like his play styles. But is he really S though? That's the thing. I'm kind of on the cusp. Like, I don't think Zambrotta, in my personal opinion at least, is S. I feel like you can literally use anybody here. Like even Kunde, bro, would be ideally better than Zambrotta. Now that might be a little bit of an insane statement, so let's place both of them. I think Zambrotta though is better than Lam for sure. So yeah, for Lam we'll go like the highest scale. You know what, because of the intercept plus with Lam, let's just check his card one more time. Sorry, it might seem a bit indecisive, but I just want to really make sure, you know. It's not make sure, bro. But yeah, Lam I think can go up for sure. I'm happy with both icons actually just going like that. Let's go Lam like that. We'll go Cole. Can go like that because of the jockey plus. Yeah, I'm okay with that, man. That I think is decent to be doing, you know. And then I'm thinking maybe some cards go down from the A slot. So let's see. Wait, hold on. I'm thinking maybe Diouf, the Costa goes down. I'm happy with that. Yeah, that's fine for now, bro. Decent enough. I think we're cooking. Man like Zé Roberto, more of offensively inclined again as a left back. But goddamn, this card is insane, bro. When it comes to like movement, oh my word, he doesn't have any. Yeah, it's probably one of the most gimmicky lineup of play styles that I've seen. But technical plus, he's got the main one, bro. When it comes to flanking and stuff, he's gonna be solid. As a left back though, 3-star weak foot, doesn't have any defensive play styles. Yeah, you have to be at least honest with it. I'm happy to leave at the top slot of A though. And then we've got Dogu, which I can't lie, as a United fan, I had to include. There's not much left backs, you know, or right backs that's good. That's meta. I had to include my main man Dogu right there though for the video. I mean, even as a meta card though, he actually looks somewhat decent. I mean, you can go a pretty decent lineup, right? And you can get his card too. I mean, he's got technical, ping pass, jockey, intercept. I think that's a minimum A, bro. Correct me if I'm wrong. Am I being a little bit biased? Did I actually add his... No, I didn't. Let's quickly just delete this bookmark. Yeah, I didn't really add one, but I'm happy to leave at like A, like there. And then we got the very last one being Carlos Alberto. This is the one that you get from the objectives. Tell me if I've missed out a couple of cards here and there. I don't think that's Carlos Alberto. Hold on. Yeah, that's Carlos Augusto. Hey, he's actually in... I didn't even really add him, but I think it's because he's level... What? Level 25. Nobody's there yet. If you are, I'm afraid that you need to see your family, bro. And if you don't have family, then yeah, you need to just go make friends, bro. Something. But yeah, 74 rated though. 3-star, 4-star, low driven plus. Such a weird card, bro. Like, what are we doing? I honestly think this card is minimum A, but that's just me speaking. I think as an actual meta card though in game, if you were to add something to boost him, he's not going to be bad. He has jockey, intercept, anticipate base with low driven plus. Now that just goes to show how insane playstyles are, that I'd even be crazy enough to place him at like lower A. Yep, you heard me correct, boys. Tell me, do you guys agree with this list? Let's quickly go through. The top of the scale is S. We've got all the icons, you know, of course, are going to be insane. You can actually say Jordi Alba goes up above Roberto Carlos, I think, or just behind. I'm happy with that. We've got Balde. I'm happy to leave like that. Karchawi like that. Yeah, that's fine. Salgado can stay there. We've got Kimmich. I definitely think goes like that. Kunde down. Zambrotta's cool. We got Lam. Yeah, that's fine. You know, Valverde can actually go just behind. And then, you know what, Valverde can actually go like that. The gold one. This one can go like there. I'm happy with that. Cambiasso, that's perfect. We got Alexander Arnold, cool. Dumfries can go a little bit up. I'm thinking like that's fine. Onyabati, cool. Martin, he can hold. Maybe goes like that. Bronze, fine. Yeah, that's cool. All three next to each other. Cucurella, cool. Theo Hernandez. Di Lorenzo can actually go just behind Cucurella. Scott can go above. Olivia Dunn, cool. Dogu, fine with that. Leticia. Alvaro can definitely go up. I'm thinking like just around there. De Gulli, cool. Araujo, not bad. Not bad, but nothing crazy. I'm happy to leave there. Balde is fine. I think gold Balde can actually go a little bit up. And then I think that's fine for now, boys. Yeah, Frimpong, that's cool. And then we've got obviously the B players. Gunter, because of pace, can go like that. Davies can go next to Mendy, actually like that. Calafiori can go a little bit down. James, that's fine. And yeah, that's perfect, boys. Tell me in the comments, do you agree with this? I have to kind of just, you know, situate them in their own tier list level. Do you, like, obviously we all have our own opinions, right? I try to be very unbiased. I played a lot of this game, almost in Div 1 right there. You know, I get at least double digits for champs. So I know somewhat of what I'm speaking. I wouldn't say I'm like the greatest player under the sun, but, you know, I've also played this game a long time to even know, you know, where they get situated. This is to give you an idea of who to look out for, who to go for, what cards to buy, what cards to miss. But yeah, maybe Scott, if I really look at it, goes a little bit up. Like, she might even just be placed like around there, bro. Thank you so much for watching, boys. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a sweet one, boys. Peace.